Greetings, aliens and humans. I am 94, and this is my review of the action figure Dwight from Walking Dead. It's from Skybound and McFarlane Toys, and it is for ages 13 or older, so I guess I'm illegal to have this figure. Just kidding, I'm like 19. Like, fuck it. Yeah, I am allowed to have this figure. Anyway, you know, I'm very excited to have this Dwight figure. You know, because, you know, Dwight is such an, you know, awesome, you know, redneck character with a crossbow that is pretty much the same as Daryl, but he's really not Daryl. So yeah, this is Dwight in his packaging. It's my first ever action figure review, so I apologize if it's horrible. You know, probably our reviews will probably get a little better, but you know, here we go. Huh? Dwight, packaging, Dwight. It's back of the box. The other three figures that I don't have, you know, crossbow, you know, oh, okay. So I'll go ahead and open it. So yeah. Okay, so this is Dwight. When I first looked at the package, I thought, you know, it looked a little bad. But when I opened it, it actually looked better, and it's a good figure. Let's see. The face is, I don't know how well you can see that. It's very well done. Looks exactly like him in the comic. You know, it looks a little more cartoony than I expected. But because, you know, like when you see like the preview pictures and you see these like in the back, the figures look like they're a huge because this is series 3. It looks like it's a huge step up in like realism and quality from the first two series, because like series 1 was like really cartoony, then series 2 was like a little less cartoony but still cartoony. This Dwight figure is a little cartoony. You know, it definitely resembles the guy from the comics. And Dwight's my favorite character from the Walking Dead comics, by the way. And but you know, his head is very well sculpted. You know, there's no smudges or anything like that. Tattoo is very well done. His you know, sleeveless vest is very detailed. You know, very bloody. You can see. I like the details on the vest. On the vest, you can really see, like, I don't know if you can tell, but you can really see like all the pockets. It really just looks like a realistic vest, and the blood looks kind of realistic. I like the belt. I like the blood on his jeans. His jeans look really good. These look like, you know, really good looking detailed jeans. His arms are really good. This is pretty much a perfect figure as far as I'm concerned. I'd give it like a 10 out of 10. The only thing I haven't looked at the weapons yet, but the only thing I don't like about this figure is this little bandage. I don't remember that being there in the comics. Might have to double check. But yeah, this looks like a really good figure to me, and I'm really glad I bought it. Also, there's this other guy named Evil Cheese, or Mr. Evil Cheese, who reviews figures, and he reviewed this, and he said that he said his figure sucked. And from what I saw of it, I kind of agree. I think it's possible that since the Rick, Andrea, and Punk Zombie figure were so good, and your Dwight kind of sucked, I think it's possible that it was just a bad figure, because you know how some figures are like bad, and some figures are like good. You know, sometimes you just get lucky. You know, like with the face paint or, you know, whatever. Because this figure he can pretty much sit. His articulation is a lot like the new Daryl figure. He can sit. He can sit. See? Sit. So, you know, it might have just been, you know, you might have gotten a bad figure. And he has no hand now, so, you know, because his figure broke. But yeah, this figure is awesome. It's just, you know, articulation. You can move his arms pretty well, move his head, move his legs, pretty much anything that the human body can do, this figure can do. So this figure is a lot like the human body, which is good, very good. So now I'm going to review the weapons.
Weapon. I killed Abraham.
Okay, this is one of the 3 guns. I don't know what kind of, whoops. I'm not sure what kind of gun this is, but it has a kind of a cool looking strap on it. There, so see it. And it's, pretty good gun, like I don't know, I'm not good with guns, so don't yell at me. I'll have to learn if I'm going to keep reviewing figures like these, because figures gotta have their guns. And I'll sound like an idiot if I don't know what any guns are. You know, their names. But yeah, this is a pretty good gun. It pretty much goes into his hand pretty well. And I'm kind of careful with the hand because I don't want to break it. These Walking Dead like wrists are a little, I'm not so sure about them. It's good that, you know, the wrists are so posable and the hand are so posable, but it's just like, you know, it can break off so easily. I feel like you can just pull it off, you know, pop it off. But I don't want to do that. I know some of the hands do, they just pop off. But yeah, that's that gun. Looks pretty good, pretty detailed, pretty black. It's basically a gun, just so you know. Yeah. You know, the way he's holding this gun right now, he kind of looks like a gangster. Like, he's like, yo, I'm Dwight, man. Yo, I killed Abraham. Yo, yeah. Don't mess with me, punk. Are you messing with me? Are you messing with me? I used to get laid. Then I took an iron to the face. You know, there's another close-up of his scar. Very cool looking scar. He looks like a burn victim. You look at this side of his face, you think the other side's going to be the same way, but then it's like, no. You know, he's like Two-Face. Here's his pistol. It goes in pretty well. You know, this figure came with 3 guns, and I'm saving the best for last, you know. And it, you know, it's a pretty good pistol. You can like put his finger on it. I'm assuming that he's right-handed because this hand is like posed for like a gun to be in it, and this hand, which is his left hand, is more like to hold something. So that's probably for his crossbow. So now I'm going to try the crossbow. Okay, there is his crossbow. It's, you know, it wasn't that hard to put in his hand, but you can't really, this is really the only pose where it looks like he's holding the crossbow, because it stays in this hand pretty well. But if you want to make him look like he's holding it with 2 hands, you kind of have to like kind of move it to that side, and that looks pretty good. But you can't like you know, move his arm over here to this direction. You can move his arm to that direction and make it look like he's holding it, but you can't like raise it up and then, I hope I'm making sense, but you can't like raise it to like this and then like move his arm just doesn't bend that far. And you know, that's okay. He doesn't have to look like he's aiming his crossbow. You can just look like he's holding it, and to do that you just kind of do that. You know, move his, oh, came out of his hand. It goes in his hand pretty well, but yeah, you can just move his arm this way, move his arm that way, and it looks like he's holding the crossbow. Crossbow looks pretty good. Sorry for the black chair. Here, let me. There. Pretty good looking crossbow. And on the back, he has a little grappling hook for his crossbow, and I'm pretty sure you put it on like that, and it works pretty well. Move him around and it'll stay on. It's a little loose, but it stays on. Kind of does its job. It just barely stays on there, but it definitely stays on. So, and that might not even be the way to put it on, but it is an option of that thing. Yes. Here he is with all 3 of his guns. His crossbow in the back on the grappling hook, and his assault rifle and his pistol. It looks pretty badass. A 9 out of 10. The paint job is very, very well done. Definitely better than this. I can already tell this is the best series of The Walking Dead comic figures to date. This is series 3. This is the best. This paint job for a figure so small and based off of a comic book, it's very well done. The details are just, there's no smudges. Well, there's this where I kind of wish they, like, I don't know, they put like some paint hair on his chest, because I'm pretty sure he has like a hairy chest, and they don't really do that. They just have this big sort of brown smudge. I'm pretty sure you can take his vest off, but if you take it off, he just has that brown smudge, which looks really bad. Looks like Rorschach's mask in Watchmen. But other than that, and the band-aid on his neck, which I'm not even sure if that was in the comics, and then his guns all fit in his hand pretty well, but you can't really move his arms all the way to where it looks like he's shooting with them. With the pistol and this gun, you can shoot, but the crossbow is kind of hard to make it look like he's shooting with the crossbow. You can make him hold the crossbow, kind of lower his hands, but that's it. So it would have been nice if you got to do that. But this is a very good figure. I'm very pleased with it. Very detailed. Definitely, I had low expectations because I've heard some bad stuff about it. This figure, this figure was good. It's good. Okay, so yeah, 9 out of 10, and well, I am Dwight94, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day. By the way, it says on the back of the box that this gun is a assault rifle, and I just want to say I pretty much figured that. I felt bad because I didn't really know what kind it is, or if it is a certain type. It probably is, but it might just be a bland assault rifle, or I'm just an idiot that doesn't know anything about guns, or both. So yeah, anyway.